Hello everyone, welcome to an all-new edition of The Take. I'm your host as always, Kendrick Dix, on this March 7, 2019. Glad you're here to watch The Take. But first things first, join in that conversation using the hashtag Take here on Connect. You don't want to miss a beat. We're not gonna skip a beat. All right, let's get to the big story. The big story this week is we got two big stories this week. But first things first, breaking news as singer RKelly appeared on CBS this morning to sit down with Gayle King and talk about all the controversies surrounding him about his sexual innuendo with younger women. Well, Kelly rather than speculate, but watch this explosive scene right here.
Hour-and-a-half interview, RKelly says that a past case in which he was acquitted of child porn charges 10 years ago is being used against him now.
You were acquitted. We can't double jeopardy me like that. You can't. It's not fair. It's not fair to nobody. When you beat your case, you beat your case.
But I'm not talking about the one case in which you were acquitted. I'm talking about the other cases where women have come forward and said, RKelly had sex with me when I was under the age of 18. RKelly was abusive to me emotionally and physically and verbally. RKelly took me in a black room where unspeakable things happened. This is what they're saying about you.
Not true.
These aren't old rumors.
Not true. Whether they're old rumors, new rumors,
why would they say this about you?
Not true.
But the case is a serious one that could put him in prison for decades. The Grammy Award-winning singer has pleaded not guilty to 10 new counts of child abuse. Kelly is also accused of holding girls and women against their will, which was detailed in the documentary Surviving RKelly.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that you have never held anybody against their will.
I don't need to. Why would I?
Well,
how stupid would it be for RKelly, with all I've been through in my way past, to hold somebody, let alone 4, 5, 6, 50, you said. Why, how stupid would I be to do that?
I didn't say you were holding. That's
stupid, guys.
I didn't.
Is this camera on me?
Yes, it's on.
That's stupid. Use your common sense. Don't forget the blogs. Forget how you feel about me. Hate me if you want to, love me if you want, but just use your common sense. How stupid would it be for me to, with my crazy past and what I've been through, right now I just think I need to be a monster and hold girls against their will, chain them up in my basement and don't let them eat and don't let them out unless they need some shoes down the street from their uncle. Robert, stop it. Y'all quit playing. Quit playing. Robert. I didn't do this stuff. This is not me. I'm fighting for my life.
Wow, RKelly coming off intensely, coming off strong, coming off real deep with his emotions. You wouldn't even expect RKelly at his status of his career to be going through stuff like this, but he's having a mental breakdown. And you can see on air that he's trying to explain his actions, but people, some are buying it, some aren't buying it. But, you know, as you see right here, this little report right here, that RKelly had a benefactor who's a daycare worker, and she's receiving bomb threats for bailing out RKelly. So RKelly's out of money. He's out of anything he's doing. His career could be over. It could be crumbling in pieces. We've seen this before. Hence, Bill Cosby, where Bill Cosby was on top of the world, and now he's just falling down. And could RKelly be next on that list? But the man definitely needs some help. You can tell he's going through a lot. All right. Speaking of that, move on to another big story as Wendy Williams returns to daytime TV, and she addresses her people about her relationship, her marriage to the Kevin dude. And you won't believe this.
Believe me, you. When you've been with somebody for 28 years, married for 25 years, then we date. When we got married, we waited like 4 years before doing the baby project and stuff. So we know each other. He's my best friend. He's my lover. He's all this and he's all that. I know what you've been seeing And I knew what the streets have been talking about. But Hunty, let me show you who I fell in love with and who he fell in love with. Hit it. I love that picture because I'm a creature of habit. That was me with leggings, and you know I still love leggings for fashion. That was me with my little Skippy sneakers. They're corny. I still love Skippies. That was me with natural bangs, but I got a little add-on back there. But for the most part, I wore my natural hair back then. That was me with my floppy A and B cup boobs. That was me with all my middle before any plastic surgery, before anything. That was me 28 years ago. And I have to say, through the magic of science, good eating, and working out, that's not me anymore, but it's still me in the head, and I am still very much in love with my husband. And anybody who's been married for 5 minutes or 500 years, you know, marriages have ebbs and flows. Marriages are not easy. Don't ask me about mine until you see this gone. And it ain't going anywhere. Not in this lifetime.
Yeah. Wendy Williams coming out the blue and saying, stay out of my business, stay out of my relationship. Once the ring is gone, then you ask. But people, the media blogs, the gossip blogs are talking about this. So they speculated that this was going to happen where Williams allegedly, her husband, got his mistress pregnant, and Wendy Williams putting up a show face to not be in denial that, you know, hey, stay out of our business. If it's an open relationship between them, hey, it got to be an open relationship at the end of the day. So, hey, we all know when it comes out, the dark comes out in the light. So if the light doesn't come out shining, so hey, he'll wait for her. All right. A lot of you people had this to say. Watch this.
Her Graves' disease, her thyroid, her eyes popping out, the doctors telling her to take it easy, sit down. She went to the doctor's appointments with Lil Kev and Big Kev. And then she got to the part where she said, I know what the streets have been saying about me, but I'm going to tell you like this. Until you see me take this ring off, my marriage is still intact and I am still Mrs. Hunter and everything is all good in Hunterville.
Wasn't juicy enough. That was all obvious. Yeah.
Tea is officially back today. That's right. Our beloved host, Wendy Williams, had to postpone her return to the Wendy Williams Show multiple times after battling an array of health issues. But today, the Queen of Tea is officially reclaiming her throne. After more than 2 months of being off air, she had a lot to say about those little birdies singing about her and her husband.
Hey, are the rumors that he's messing around on her or that she's messing around on him?
He messing around on her, and he has another woman and a baby and houses and cars and all that other stuff. That's what the rumor is. But as she just said, she ain't leaving her husband, if that's true.
So this whole 2-month break when she wasn't hosting the show and she had guest hosts was to get the relationship back together, and she's not telling us how they did that? Or was it, I thought it was a health issue.
It was. She talked a little more
the health of her marriage.
Mental health.
Well, she talked about her physical health also, but that was more so like the rumor mills and the streets have been talking, and to set the record straight, her and her man are fine.
And to let you know she still ain't talking about it. So don't ask her, because until you see that ring going, it is what it is, and she ain't going nowhere.
She better never take that ring off to put lotion on and forget to put it back on, because hell is that ring.
She did the dishes last night. She's like, oh no, they're going to ask me about it.
It's getting clean.
How those women are in the audience, like clapping, like, yes, Wendy, yes. I'm like, nobody's looking around and going, wait a minute. Y'all know Kevin was, what the world? Am I the only one who knows what happened? Y'all gonna clap for her? Maybe they're clapping for her return. But when are the people in the audience gonna be like, wait a minute, girl. Wait a minute, girl. Because she called herself mother on today's show. Now, wait a minute, girl. You can't be a mother because you need to be a leader, a trendsetter, you know, a force to be reckoned with. I'm going to tell you that part of your credibility has been taken from you because you've decided to stay in a relationship that is an openly openly, cheating relationship. We only hear about Kev. We don't hear about you, Wendy the Williams Hunter. Okay.
Yeah, Wendy Williams, kind of, hey, she's back. So she don't want y'all to describe it, but she can talk about it, but y'all can't talk about her. So it's kind of like a double-edged sword on that. All right. In celebrity news. All right. Snoop Dogg goes off on a rant about his favorite basketball team. You won't believe what he said about this. Take a look.
And it's fucking terrible watching my Lakers play. Somebody got to go. Fuck the shit. Somebody got to go. Matter of fact, a lot of niggas got to go. Starting with the coach. Well, this shit ain't gonna work. This is not the LA way. Ship all them niggas out. These sorry motherfuckers ain't gonna do shit. Nothing. Get LeBron some fucking help. Because these goofballs ain't gonna do shit. They sorry. They fucking suck. I'm selling my fucking booth right now. I got a booth for the next 2 years, 3 years. This year, y'all can have it. $5 for the motherfucking booth to the Laker games. $5 is the price. Anybody can have it. All the homies hit me. Blow me up right now.
One thing about Snoop Dogg keeps it real. Snoop Dogg said, get rid of the team, get rid of the coach, keep LeBron. Man, Snoop Dogg just kind of like a voice of reason, saying this is what I think. He's a true fan. If he's saying all that, he's a fan maniac and stuff. Like, Snoop just ain't playing. He ought to be considered, Magic Johnson. Consider Snoop Dogg as a consultant for the LA Lakers. Oh, man. All right. Forbes released their billionaires list, and on top of the billionaires list is Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos. Donald Trump enters the list from him being U.S. president. Also making their debut is at 21 years old, Kylie Jenner is a self-made billionaire, and a lot of backlash with this.
And Forbes magazine tonight making it official, naming 21-year-old Kylie Jenner the world's youngest self-made billionaire. Her makeup company alone worth more than $900 million.
Kylie Jenner becoming a self-made billionaire. People saying that she probably became a billionaire inherited to her family, but Kylie, due to her makeup lip gloss line, kind of got her there. But hey, Kylie Jenner just doing what she wants to do and how she wants to do it. She got a lot more things on her plate where she's worrying about Travis Scott cheating on her. So, hey, she got a little bit where she said, hey, if at least I got some money on me, sitting down with some ducats. Speaking of that, Roseanne Barr sat down with conservative activist Candace Owens on Candace's show, and they both attacked the Me Too movement. Watch this.
We don't want to take it down. It's like up to us to say something about it.
Well, I said it yesterday. I'll tell you what I said. She says something to me about, they were there in the room because they thought they were going to get a job 15 years ago.
Oh yeah, no.
It's like because they're hoes.
Have you lived? Have you seen like the way that women use sex to get?
If you don't run out the room and go, excuse me, you don't talk to me you don't do that to me. Excuse me, and leave. But you stayed around because you're like, well, I thought maybe he was going to give me a writing job. Well, you ain't nothing but a hoe.
Right.
Wow, Me Too. They call the Me Too movement, a bunch of, what, we can't say it here. Well, we could say it, but you already know the description. It started with a garden tool. But they going on a rant and stuff like that, saying them women put themselves out there for the asking, and hey, there's a lot going on. We talked about earlier about RKelly, but this Me Too movement is on the rise and is on in effect. So I'm telling you, this Me Too movement ain't nothing to play with. If you a pedophile or just a woman, a hate on the line. So one more time, tell you. All right, on news is this week. All right, have you seen this scary thing and disturbing thing? Watch this.
Markham knows how to navigate a smartphone. Dr. Squish. His favorite games and videos are right at his fingertips.
We didn't really think anything of it at first.
Mom Sarah Markham thought sites like YouTube Kids were safe.
When we would put him to bed, he would be scared and he'd be like, well, what about Momo?
Momo? She didn't recognize the name, but Tanner couldn't sleep, so they took him to a child therapist.
Momo came up, and then the therapist was asking more about it, and he actually got my phone and said, okay, Google, show me Momo.
Momo's gonna kill you. This terrifying face is circulating the web, interrupting kids' videos on YouTube.
It was just creepy how it had a V-shaped mouth.
Momo terrified Tanner.
Nightmares.
But the creature is not just scary. It's her message that has child psychologists concerned.
This very frightening looking figure is telling them you should kill yourself, and this is how.
Look in her eyes.
There's nothing funny about that. There's nothing cute about that, and it's extraordinarily harmful.
I need to sign up.
The Markhams are doing things differently around their house now.
I have to watch YouTube with her. I can't just watch it in my room by myself. Just be aware of what your kids are watching. They shouldn't watch scary videos anymore.
In Tooele, Gennaro to...
It's called the Momo Challenge, but it's taking ways with scaring kids and trying to frighten them, but the parents trying to prevent ways for that to happen. And I can't blame the parents, because if you see something like this like a scene from the movie Mama, you know, that's what I thought. I'm like, man, they must be talking about, is this from Mama? They said, I don't know how they took the time out, the effort, and the energy to do something like that. But if they gonna do all that, they could have been applying to make that be the thing for Mama. You know, make it scarier for the adults, not the kids. And, you know, sometimes you got to think sometime like that. You know, I think the obvious. Even to stay in Utah, they reporting it. See, they just reporting it back to back. In Utah, I think this is a thing in certain states that, you know, hey, you can't play with this, you know, with these kids and stuff. You don't want kids to start seeing fear like that, stuff like that. So hey, do what you gotta do to prevent that from happening again, because then I won't see that. All right, on talk shows, newly elected winner of Celebrity Big Brother, Tamar Braxton, sat down once again with Wendy Williams and talked about her new relationship, talked about giving, and then out the blue, give support to Wendy Williams' situation on light of it. Watch this.
Take the things that you say personally, but it's entertainment, you know what I'm saying? And you can't get in your feelings because somebody feels a certain kind of way, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's your opinion, I respect it.
I didn't think it was gonna last.
Girl, it's lasting, Linda.
It's lasting. But you know why I say that, though? I say that just because, you know, when you have a reality star, and Tamar is a star and she's on reality TV, and you have a boyfriend who all of a sudden jumps in front of the camera with the star, you wonder how serious it is.
He doesn't jump in front of the camera. He does not have any desire to be famous.
Perfect.
You know, his whole thing is like, you have your life, I have my life.
And what does he do?
He's in finance.
Yeah. And not your finances.
Not mine, honey.
Well, Wendy Williams got one supporter, and that's Tamar Braxton. They like this. They thick as thieves. So, hey, you know it was bound to happen, but, you know, it was just bound to happen. So Tamar just kind of win the Celebrity Big Brother. She says she's going to take her earnings and buy her a new house. Hey, that's something which you ought to do. You know, start back over again. And that's good that she and Vince can co-parent. And so, hey, ain't no tension there where it used to be and stuff. for right now. All right. Former talk show host Oprah Winfrey is catching heat for interviewing Michael Jackson's accusers during the documentary series HBO Finding Neverland. Look at this hateful message right here of the Queen Talk had endured. Like all these tweets right here that Oprah had endured. Oprah Winfrey is one of the most prolific women in the world today. And it's like Oprah and Gayle are right now with these two prolific stories. Oprah on the Michael Jackson side. She interviewed Michael Jackson in the past and brings to light that it transcends Michael Jackson from what's going on with these accusers. And now you see Gayle King interviewing RKelly. It's just a common thread right there. You just don't know how it's going to be. So, hey, it is what it is. We'll see. All right, before we go to our break, we want to send our thoughts and prayers to the family of actor Luke Perry. Luke Perry was known for Beverly Hills 90210 in Riverdale. And Luke Perry will be missed. He died from a massive stroke. And our hearts and prayers are with him. And also, our hearts and prayers are with the ones in Alabama going through that tornado and ravaging and damaging. But God came through first. And, it's unfathomable to see stuff like that. But we had to report it. But our thoughts and prayers are with both Luke Perry and the victims of the Alabama tornado. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. Back to All New Take. I'm your host as always, Kid. Glad you're here. Join in that conversation using the hashtag Take here on Connect. All right, let's get to the political rundown. On the political rundown this week, President Trump went off script at the CPAC and said this.
I'm totally off script right now. And this is how I got elected, by being off script.
It was his first public comment since leaving a summit with Kim Jong-un without a deal to denuclearize the Korean peninsula. The president justifying why he defended the North Korean dictator over the death of 22-year-old American college student Otto Warmbier.
And I'm in such a horrible position because in one way, I have to negotiate. In the other way, I love Mr. and Mrs. Warmbier, and I love Otto. And it's a very, very delicate balance.
But for much of the speech, the president zigzagging from one topic to another. From his inauguration crowd size.
We had a crowd, I've never seen anything like it.
To mocking former Attorney General Jeff Sessions.
And as you know, the Attorney General says, I'm going to recuse myself.
To why he fired James Comey.
He's bad. He's a bad guy.
At times, the president appearing to test out campaign talking points for 2020.
I'm going to regret this speech. This speech should have been delivered 1 year from now, not now, damn it.
Blasting the growing field of presidential candidates who want to take his job.
I don't want to knock out all of the good stuff and end up with somebody that's actually got talent. That would be terrible.
President Trump come off the heels of last week when Michael Cohen called him a cheat, a lie, and all this. President Trump knows how to work a stage, but then again, the same essence, on that same token. President Trump cussing, going after the Democrats, there's a witch hunt, there's no collusion in Russia. Just like those little talking points and stuff that he has to endure and stuff. Well, he has one grand sport, and you won't believe who. Take a look.
I enjoy seeing any black man get beat down by another black man. But he brought that on to himself. If you look around you right now, you'll just see smiling colored folks living the dream, living the life that they've always wanted to live. And because of one man, a man whose heart is as big as his hands. So what do you think about Mr. Cory Booker?
Ruckus. We haven't heard from Ruckus in a long time. He used to be on the Boondocks, and he's giving his support to President Trump, and I just hope everything goes well and swell because the president, he goes off. Even his vice president had this to say.
Hello, CPAC. It is great for us to be back.
It's CPAC 2019, the largest gathering of conservatives anywhere in America. I bring greetings from a friend of mine, a man who restored American leadership at home and abroad, and a man who can't wait to be with you tomorrow. I bring greetings from the 45th President of the United States of America, President Donald Trump.
Well, I guess you got to keep your base motivated because next year is an election year. So you got to keep the base going and ready and steam and full throttle for you. So, hey, it is what it is. So in that terms in effect. All right. President Trump doesn't have to worry about one thing is this, that his former rival, Hillary Clinton, made a announcement that she's not running right here.
This is a time, my friends, when fundamental rights, civic virtue, freedom of the press, the rule of law, truth, facts, and reason are under assault. And make no mistake, we are living through a full-fledged crisis in our democracy.
She made it loud and clear that she's not running. Well, hey, we didn't want you to run in the first place. You did so last year when you and him ran. Now, both was flawed candidates, but even flawed, but hey, people wanted to go with Trump, so hey, they didn't even want you in the White House. It just, things happen. Maybe this time around, somebody who are hopeful can, want to run and try to do things to run and try to use the message to hurt. They say Joe Biden wants to run, but he hasn't made that announcement yet. But, hey, who knows what Joe Biden's going to do. All right. On the viral video of the week, we have seen trouble with the Momo Challenge. Everyone knows that the Momo Challenge is quite disturbing. But we're going to uplift you with this challenge where we try not to scare, intimidate children as much, but we try to have them have a good ending and stuff like that. So here's the cheese challenge, as you can see right here.
Okay.
Say cheese. Say cheese. Sandy. 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 Sandy.
Wow, baby gets a slice of cheese on his face, and hey, it is what it is. It's more inspiration than that Momo challenge. Hey, it is what it is. All right, thank you all for watching The Take this week. I hope to see y'all next week here on The Take. See you later.